discussion. So I have reviewed most of the points which the teachers have mentioned. So it's pretty customized from that point of view. And we had a session with the students as well. I think the important part which I try to emphasize to the students is that everyone who's going the board exam has 2 months, right? So they are no different. So they need to really believe in themselves that if they study hard, they can get good. So that is the first point, which is believe in yourself. So our whole focus to them was that I think the teaching part has happened, the learning part is in progress. I think the important part is to be able to write the exams. And that's where the second thing comes in. So going forward in pre-board 2, we are trying to help children with this part. So basically they need to do a lot of practice of time management. So 3-hour paper of math they should try to solve in 2.5 hours. So that is how they need to target that. Similarly, it's the fine-tuning of the presentation, because you make silly mistakes not writing the units, you use 1 mark. So when we're talking about students here, we're talking about 90 to 100%. Right? So every time you lose 1 mark like that, you could go below 90. And ideally, today everyone gets 90%. So every good student gets 90%. Let me put it this way, right? So the good student don't have a choice. You have to get 90%, because tomorrow when you go for jobs, the first thing they ask you, okay, what's your 12th standard percentage? So you talk anything below 90%, they already will look down. So you don't have a choice. Let me put it this way. You have to get 90% if you want to be competitive going. And it's not difficult. So that's what we said, that when I was talking to you people, I said the next 15 days you have, you need to work smartly. You need to look at your syllabus and identify areas which you are weak in, you have not done. Okay? Because this 15 days the pressure is less, you can actually revise those topics and fill the gaps. Because the reason I emphasize this is that for board exam you cannot afford to have a gap. Competitive exam I can understand, but you need to know the full 100% syllabus and you have to attempt 100%. You cannot afford to miss a question saying I didn't study for it. Then, and the only way you can do it smartly for the next 2 months is you need to have a timetable and you need to monitor yourself on a weekly basis and a daily basis. Because if you lose time, the pressure starts building. I think this point was also very important, regular study of every subject, because people have a tendency to, the difficult subject they keep aside for later study. So like maths, if you don't like, you'll say, okay, I'll do it later on. You have to be regular in each subject, because the pressure will start building up. So like for example, you say, okay, I want to do only maths, physics, chemistry, and not do computer science. Computer science you can get an A1 very easily. You have to spend that time. But you have to prioritize. So how much time you want to give, like computer science might require lesser time compared to maths or physics. So do that balancing. But you need to give time to each subject. And I think I had talked a lot about other things to the students, so I will stop now. And more importantly, I want to know if you have any questions. Anything which we can do as a school to support you in the next 2 months. I think that is important for us. I think the teachers have done a great job in terms of analysis of the syllabus, the question paper.